What's up guys, Fancy here. Today we're on stage 50 of ToA Hard. This stage is the Fire Pioneer, Megan and two Acasis if I remember correctly. It is on stage 50 of this rotation. It might not be on stage 50 of the, of the rotations after this month. So if you find this video 2 months later, then it's still going to be very useful because this is a strategy guide. It's not based on the floors and stuff. It's just based on how to strategize against this boss and how to beat him using your units and stuff. So I'm going through this floor with my standard ToA team. This is the team I recommend for everyone that wants to clear ToA for the first time. They're very easy to get. Well, I would say pretty easy to get. It involves no nat 4s, no nat 5s. Well, no nat 4s that aren't fusible, and nat 5s aren't fusible. So you can fuse these two, and these three are perfectly farmable. And you probably already raised them for Giant Speed 10 as well. So, they're units that are really useful, and you can use them for all of ToA, just as long as you get them really strong. So I'm just gonna auto through the first two stages of the level, and then when I get to the boss part, I'm going to manual it and just do it very slowly so you guys can see the strategy of how to get past it. Alright, so this stage is this Fire Pioneer, the Megan, and Acasis. There are two ways. Most boss floors, there are two ways to clear. If you have a nuker, you can always nuke the boss. You can always just CC everyone else and then go really hard on the boss. It's just as long as your nuker is able to hit hard enough. There's always that strategy. If that doesn't work, then you should try running some supports, and this is pretty much the strategy I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to start out with Tailwind on Bernard, keep my team sped up, and the boss is going to hit me quite hard. He's a boss monster. He is a fire type like attack monster. He's got lots of HP and attack, because he's a ToA boss. And decreases the cooltime of all allies. Interesting. Alright, so Acasis and Megan's gonna buff up with shields and attack, defense buff, really annoying stuff. It might be really hard to nuke down the boss if you let the Acasis or Megans get a single turn. So if they get a single turn, he gets a shield, he gets defense buff. It's gonna be very hard to nuke him down. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna very slowly try to kill these monsters with dots. They were actually on ToA Hard 50, no not 50, maybe 40 I think last month. So I had to, I really had to just slow them down and kill them very slowly with dots. If your units aren't that strong, this could be, and you have a Bretta, this strategy could be useful. So this is a fire type monster. It's very hard for me to land attack debuff on him, but Acasis is probably going to buff shield, or even if Acasis hits one of my guys, it's not going to hit too hard. So I'm going to try my best to try and land attack debuff on the boss. There's a 15% chance to glance, but I'm just going to try. Okay, it didn't land, which is too bad. If your Shannon was weak, then she might have taken a lot of damage just now. And then now I'm just going to use Veramos to stack dots on the boss. I'm going to use this attack bar decrease just so Acasis doesn't buff up with the shield and stuff. Now this is the next turn. The boss is going to hit me. I'm not confident that I can land this glancing hit on the boss, so I'm just going to buff up for armor. This way the boss is not going to hit me that hard. And I'm going to wait for him to actually attack me one more time before I use Mobilize on my Belladon. This way I can heal my Shannon back up to full. If your Shannon took too much damage just now, or if any of your units take too much damage, you just kind of have to measure how much your healing is going to do, and if you're going to have your healing back, by the next turn, So I don't think my Shannon's going to take that much damage. He didn't even hit my Shannon. He decided to hit Bernard, which is even better for me, because now I can just this one's almost full attack bar. I'm gonna use Mobilize pretty much offensively and try to get my attack bar up while healing these two to max HP. And I'm gonna put the attack debuff again. I'm gonna try again to put this on the boss. Didn't work. It glanced. I'm gonna use Super Crush. All right, really nice. I stunned the Megan. I'm gonna try to Despair Stun this one. Okay, didn't work. Try to slow them down. And then she's going to die from dots next turn, just as long as this Acasis doesn't get a turn. So I'm actually going to try to work on this Acasis a little bit. Hopefully I can kill her before she gets a turn. Or, okay, this one got a turn before her, so they died from dots. Okay, he took away all my debuffs, which is actually fine because there was only like one turn left anyways. This Acasis has a lot of dots, so she's pretty much dead next turn. This Megan has a bit of dots, which means it should be pretty easy to kill her or finish her off. I'm going to try to put glancing on her, or try to despair stun, because Shannon can do that. And I'm actually going to try to decrease the attack bar of this Megan, just so she doesn't get a turn. She's water, this might not land, but I'm just going to try. Okay, glancing hit, too bad. Decrease the attack power. She's probably going to buff the boss's attack power up, but it's fine because my Belladon can remove it as soon as she does that. Okay, nice. It's done, meaning that I don't really have to do anything. I probably should have armor buffed just now. It was my bad. I got a little bit cocky. I thought I could land my glancing on him. That could have been pretty punishing, because if this was on a ToA hard floor, my Shannon would have taken a lot of damage just now. But it's fine. Yeah, in those situations you probably should use your armor buff if you're not confident that you can land your glancing in the next turn. So I'm going to hit this Megan. This Megan has actually 3 dots on her, which will equal to 25% of her max HP, which means that she's going to die in 2 turns because she's stunned, so she's going to have 2 more 1-turn dots on her when she wakes up. And she's going to be lower than 10% HP, meaning she's going to die next turn from dots. So I don't have to, she's pretty much dead in my eyes. Unless my calculations went wrong, then, you know, whatever. Try to slow them. His resistance is really annoying, but it's fine. Just going to put some damage on this Megan. Try to attack, decrease him again. Didn't work. Too bad. Put some dots, hopefully kill the Megan. Please stun this guy. Alright, this Megan should be dead. I'm going to use Mobilize to heal back and kind of use it offensively this way to get myself, you know, an extra turn. And then this Megan is pretty much dead. And now it's really easy. All the side monsters are dead. The boss should be very, very easy to kill. This is the strategy I would go with if you ever find this floor on ToA hard. Because it's very, very hard to nuke down the boss, and it's easier to take down the boss after you kill the side monsters with dots. Because on ToA hard they have a lot more HP, so it's a lot harder to nuke them down. Obviously on ToA normal, if you have a strong nuker, you can always just nuke them down really, really fast. Alright, that is it for ToA 50. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.